This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate. That return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here we go. Right. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield, and the defense comes out sending a message.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 40. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Turning it up. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Setting up the screen. Thrust that arm out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake. Buying some time. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to run it. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the ground, it's Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Green. Steps away to find some room. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Gonna let it fly. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Collier. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half,
breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Grab near the marker, it's Prentice. At the 45, on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Plows through the defense and runs through another guy. Touchdown Bears! And that one will give them the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Green. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He'll toss it. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. Slithers into space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's going to take off, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And as he throws, finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Goes to the shovel pass. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
To the air. It's Green. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They want to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself.
Turning it on! Drills him with the stiff arm. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Green. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw. Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the left side. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese, and there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is